and today we're going to talk about business numbers. Like we all know, basic numerology goes from number 1 to number 9, and each number has a planet that is associated with it. Today I want to highlight the power of two numbers, and that is number 4 and number 8. Now number 4 is associated with the planet Uranus, and number 8 is associated with the planet Saturn. Now number 4, like we all know, is fast moving, very unconventional, and number 8, Saturn, is very disciplined, a hard taskmaster. And over the years I've realized that whenever these two numbers come together, either on your name, on your date of birth, a business name, a residential address, or a business address, they attract more of Saturn and Uranus. That is more of 4s and 8s. And what that does is it creates a very challenging situation. It's like stepping into quicksand, and then it is very hard to extricate one out of it. So to relate this information of the power of number 4 and 8, which is Saturn and Uranus, I'd like to connect this to something that happened very, very recently here in the city of Fremont, and that also made national news, by the way, you all know that. And the name of that company happens to be Solyndra. Solyndra was in the business of manufacturing solar products and a clean tech company. Now, if you look at the name Solyndra, if you add the letters across, it has 8 letters in the name Solyndra. So that's the first Saturn hit there, number 8. Numerologically, the vibration that Solyndra carries is also Saturn energy. So already there's a lot of Saturn energy built in that name Solyndra. Now this company was operating here in the city of Fremont, and the city of Fremont also has a lot of Saturn energy. So there you go. The name which has Saturn energy has already attracted a lot of Saturn energy from the city in which it is operating, which was Fremont, California. So Uranus is kind of kicking in, is it being attracted by the energy of that name Solyndra to do what it did this year. Now, as you all know, the federal government then stepped in and invested $535 million as a grant. So there goes a 5, 5, 10, and a 3. So that's another 4. And that energy was also attracted by the name Solyndra that has a lot of Saturn energy, a number 8. So 4s pulling more 8s. So that was another one. And then if you drive around this complex, this company was operating from 4 buildings. And so that is another 4 that was attracting the energy of Saturn that rules the name. Then if you go further, President Obama visited this company on May the 26th. So there is another 4 in 2011, and the 26th, that's the day the president visited Solyndra here in Fremont, California. Taking it further, another fact is that on August the 31st, which is another 4, Solyndra decided to file bankruptcy and shut its doors, another 4. And then finally, on September the 8th, which is another 8, so now another 4, 8 pulling the name here, it was the FBI who came knocking the doors, well, for reasons best known to them. Okay, now, my point is this. We all understand, we all know that to run a successful business, we have to have a good business plan. We have to have intelligent, hard-working people running the operation. We also need a lot of money to make it flow smoothly. But then there's one aspect that we sometimes do not consider, and that is the aspect of numerology. Now, had this company had the right name vibration, had the CEOs given it a greater thought, it wouldn't have ended up in such a financial fiasco and lost loads and loads of money. So that is my point. So before you start a business venture, it is really, really important that we consider this aspect of numerology to make sure that money does not go down the drain. So this was some very basic information about business numerology. And I would like you all to use this information in your future business ventures. So until we meet again, thank you for watching Jesse Kalsi.